Come in guys, come into the video. We've got a lot to get into. A lot is happening. Diddy updates. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again. It is daily and consistent content coming to you from all the way from Sicily, the best place in Italy. I'm having so much fun here that I actually extended my trip for a couple of more days. I even got, the merch of Sicily. Like, I'm doing the absolute most, not the merch. But anyways, let's get into this video because it's not good news for Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs, guys, lawyers have lost a bid to impose a gag order on government agencies involved in investigating his federal racketeering and criminal case, whose Combs team have accused of leaking information to the press. In a Friday order yesterday, reviewed by USA Today, Judge Arun denied to adopt either proposed order filed by the prosecution and the defense. Instead, he wrote that both sides are expected to abide by existing laws prohibiting lawyers, investigators, and government agents from revealing grand jury proceedings and release non-public information that might interfere with the trial. To be clear, this order isn't based on a finding that there has been any wrongdoing from the prosecution side, as the court has made no findings at this juncture relating to defendants' allegations that information related to the case has been leaked. Boom. The point of this order is to help ensure that nothing happens from now on that would interfere with a fair trial. So not only are they not giving Diddy's lawyer a gag order, which they desperately want, but the judge has come out to say that no evidence has been found of the prosecution side leaking any information, because Diddy's lawyers were arguing that the prosecution, DHS, Homeland Security, were the ones who leaked that hotel video of Diddy beating up Cassie, when the judge has come out to say that there's been no evidence of that. There's been zero evidence of any leaking from the prosecution side. So Diddy not only lost the gag order, but has now been embarrassed for the fact that their argument, the lawyer's argument, stating that we're going to come from this angle or that they're leaking stuff, and if we can prove that they're leaking stuff, we can then get a mistrial or that the trial's not fair or etc. or get this video thrown out. It looks like he's saying, to be clear, this order isn't based on a finding that there has been any wrongdoing thus far. Keyword thus far, there might be something down the line. But as of right now, they're basically saying there's no information, bro, to prove your claims. That's not a good news for Diddy's lawyers, especially the fact that Diddy has hired not one, not two, but 3 new lawyers to join Mark as a team. And if you aren't getting your gag order, and if there's been no evidence to prove your claims, which is the angle that you're desperately going for, it definitely reduces the roads that Diddy can drive down. It looks like a lot more of those pathways are basically becoming dead ends. That's what it's giving to me from this. It's just not good news, because Diddy definitely wants his gag order. He doesn't want any more public information coming out. He doesn't want any more of these lawsuits. He wants to stop Busby. He wants to stop all this reporting and etc. Well, it looks like that seems to be too late, because New York Post are claiming that they exclusively have seen a trove of files. Some of them are videos as well that are undated. The videos reviewed by the Post are part of the same archive that include footage that is very intriguing. They have a trove of video files and documents exclusively. I don't know how they've gotten this, but the clip suggests that the orgies, which federal prosecutors say sometimes involve women who were threatened or coerced to perform grueling hour-long acts, were happening just below the surface as Diddy rubbed elbows with the biggest names of Hollywood, as we all know. Yikes, yikes, yikes. There are a lot of stuff that they have, photos and videos, as one of them is showing 2 white men who took turns having sex with a very young black woman who clearly had white powder under her nose. Diddy could be seen in the background wearing a white t-shirt with the words "God is the greatest" written in black. In another clip from the night, a couple had loud sex on a table as a group of well-dressed people stood around. What? Excuse me? What the hell? So it looks like it was some kind of voyeurage. In the trove of files, the videos reviewed by the Post are part of an archive that includes, guys, footage that appears to show Diddy having sex with a much younger male A-list star. Is that Justin Bieber? Is that Jaden Smith? The video has been shopped around for sale to news outlets by more than one purported seller. In the trove of files, some of the videos are undated or the dates are clearly incorrect, but other files have dates that are consistent with verified details of events, locations, and clothes that Diddy and others were wearing. Boom. However, many of the videos have dates that that can be corroborated with star-studded events, including the 2004 and 2005 VMAs in Miami and the 2005 Super Bowl in Jacksonville. After each of these events, Diddy appears to have thrown a wild, huge orgy. The alleged behavior is also consistent with a similar allegation in a lawsuit filed earlier this week, into which a woman alleges Diddy and a female celebrity R-worded her when she was 13. Lord have mercy. Diddy's attorneys denied the latest allegation, saying that the truth will prevail, but it is insane to me that they have this. Diddy rented out a $20,000 per week place. Two men have sex with each other whilst the sounds of laughter echo through the room. It later appears that Diddy himself took part in the action that night and held the camera from his point of view whilst he appears to engage in sex with the woman whilst these two men are going at it. No indication that his Super Bowl party guests were doing anything. So not only are New York Post saying that they have exclusively access to the trove, keyword trove, of videos, photos and etc., they're claiming that they have seen with Diddy and a younger male A-list celebrity. They also say that the videos that they've seen corroborate a lot of the events and locations, and also corroborate the recent 13-year-old allegation that came out, which a lot of people thought was crazy, because what was a 13-year-old doing amongst these people? So the New York Post, this is a scathing article that has come out. It dropped 2 days ago, and I wanted to take some time outside of, when I was exploring the city, to really give you guys this information. The brutality of what the New York Post have is basically not good news for Diddy as well, because they are corroborating these lawsuits, these allegations, and also the fact that the younger male A-list celebrity was in this, and this is also being shopped around. Remember that lawyer, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, first said it, and the way she's been moving, bit shifty towards the situation. So if I find it hard to believe her. But if New York Post are corroborating on what she's saying, that this particular video or whatever it is being shopped around, of course there's going to be major buyers for this video, because people are sick freaks, to be honest with you. But also there are people who would buy the video to delete it for damage control, because we know that there are some people who've settled with Busby, allegedly, from what he said. Basically, people want money, and this is a great way to bribe and extort people, whether it's legal or not. It doesn't matter. If people would pay money to shut these things up, because they would do anything to not associate themselves with this Diddy madness. People would pay up 6 figures for their name to not be printed next to Diddy. They don't want any of this stuff. They don't want to be associated with this in any way, shape, form or capacity. I do feel sorry for who this young male A-list celebrity is. I do inclined to believe it is Bieber, but it also could be someone like Jaden Smith, or it could be somebody else that we're not even expecting, that is an A-list individual that is probably under the radar right now, that perhaps has never been seen with Diddy publicly for us to even guess it's them. And therefore it could be someone like that we would be absolutely shocked by. So whilst we are inclined to think it's Bieber, I do urge you guys to keep your minds open to the possibility of anybody that you love or etc. doing something like this that would disappoint you. Please, celebrity idol worship is growing day by day, and it is so sad to see that the idol tree is really everywhere. You can't escape it. Your phones, cameras, TVs, so much form of celebrity idol worship. And it's truly sad to see, because when the going gets tough, beloved, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're trying to pay your rent, your bills, your hospital bills for those countries that don't have free healthcare, and then you obviously have your parents' bills, or you are struggling with mental health issues, these celebrities that you worship so much ain't coming to save you, bro. Ain't coming to save you, beloved. The only person that's coming to save you is yourself. Do you understand? Pick your things up and fight for yourself, because nobody else is going to. So this is what I'm saying. You're giving all your money to these celebrities, bro, but when the going gets tough, you're going to the tours, buying the merch, buying the CDs, the Spotify, everything. But when the going gets tough, do they fight for you? When the going gets tough, are they going to be paying your rent, your bills, your paycheck? Maybe an artist will give it to 2 people, but that's not a reflection of what's going on. I just feel like celebrity idol worship is growing so much that it has put us in a position where a lot of people don't have their priorities straight anymore. You are running to a tour, a gig, or etc., as opposed to making sure that you're okay because you worship this person in some kind of way. I'm not talking about liking an artist, liking somebody's music, appreciating their talent. That's different to idol worship, which is what I feel like is just happening massively right now. Honestly, it is. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Shout out to anybody who's in Sicily, Italy right now, because that's what I am. Do subscribe to the channel. It is just one click. Send a super thanks if you guys wish to, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video, because this was not good news for Diddy in any capacity.